Today I want to repot my Catapa. This tree has not been repotted for several years now. So what we'll do is take these rocks out. Now this ground cover looks really nice, but we're gonna have to take it off. First, let's just see if we, oh wow, see, we're able to just lift it up and show, look at the bottom. So just put it down on the bottom, on the ground, and let's pull this cover off so we can get to the roots. This sedum really produces a lot of roots there, but it's also good because it helps keep the soil in the pot. But we got quite a root mass going here, so let's maybe if we just grab this from the top, we can grab most of the sedum. Put the sedum in a pile and we can reuse it. You can just grab the sedum, throw it on the top, and it will root itself. So I'm not really worried about hurting it at all. I'm just trying to get to the roots of the tree. This tree is in a very exciting point because this is my tree that I am hoping this year will bloom. If it doesn't bloom this year, going to be pretty close. And this is a northern Catapa, and I have not seen a blooming Catapa tree as a bonsai specimen, so that's what I'm working towards. Just work from the center outward. See, when I first started this tree, it had a horrible root system. The roots were, because when I found it, it was in sand, so the roots were actually reaching out, trying to find soil, like actual soil to grow in, because sand doesn't have the nutrients that it was looking for. So now, over the years of root pruning and letting it grow, I have created, or helped the tree create, a healthier root system. Now you're seeing all these roots I'm pulling out. Don't freak out, because these are the crossing roots that we're not really wanting in the first place. We are wanting the lateral roots, the radial roots. They go out from the tree. Sometimes I get those mixed up, I'll be honest. My vocabulary sucks at some point. Sometimes, I'll be honest. See, I put a couple of rocks in there for drainage, or to block the drainage holes. I like to keep natural stuff in there. I don't like to use a whole lot of plastic if I don't have to. But with that being said, I've been using plastic pots lately. I've been having to go back to plastic because of the area I live. A lot of the pots I've been buying, they just can't seem to handle the cold and they crack. And I can't afford to just keep buying pots that they're gonna keep cracking on me. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. I'm just cutting the roots that are obviously too long. See, I got rid of the... Now we're gonna flip the tree over. And they'll start raking from the middle out. See how it is looking. I got rid of the taproot a long time ago. But see, we didn't even have all these fibrous roots the last time we repotted this tree. This is awesome, dude. Just tap it on the ground. There's no need for me to really get all of that out of there, because we need those. Let's look and see if there's any major things I need to take care of here. So I don't want to do it all at once right now. The bottom looks fabulous. It's nice and flat. I did decide already that this root I don't like. It goes up and then down. That was one that I've been wanting to fix for a long time. Same with this. It's been bothering me. So I'll just cut that up completely. That was a long time coming. Just for the viewers that are new, that was a long time coming, so don't worry. Long time coming. Alright. Well, let's set her down. That's looking good. Ugh. Now, there was some that were starting to wrap around the pot. Just cut those. And that. Any of those that were starting to wrap around, cut those off. Any of them that were starting to turn, I'm gonna cut those, cut those, cut those, and cut those. Yeah, because we got a nice shallow pot, and since I cut those problem roots out, it can just sit there nice now. I couldn't do all that the last time I put it in. You can't do all the work at once. That's what some people don't seem to realize. You can't do all your major pruning at one time. Alright. So, what I want to do with this one, I'm going to cut that off just a tad bit more. Okay. Alright, there. I don't think I want to do too much more to the roots right now. Cut those off back a little bit. Okay. A lot of this is just pumice and can be reused. Of course, we gotta take all these roots out. But take these two rocks, put the rocks back to cover that. Okay. And see, if you use the right type of substrate, there was hardly any cleaning out of the roots that I needed to do. See, look at all, most of that was just that sedum. But see, I can use a lot of this again. But I'm gonna go get some new soil. Okay. Now you just want to fill in your pot. Make sure you got your tree where you want it. I'm not gonna wire it in. No need. I never do anyway. This is my mixture of diatomaceous earth and pumice for my bonsai mixture, and my trees grow really well in this. I don't ever seem to have a problem with it. It creates magnificent fibrous roots. So DE and pumice is my go-to mixture for bonsai soil. Now make sure after we get a good amount on here, we'll go with our chopsticky or my needle, and you'll work it in. Make sure you get it worked in between the roots so that there are no pockets where air can get in there and the roots can die. Know what I mean, jelly beans? Just to give you an example of how big this tree in real life, or not in real life, in nature, Catapa trees can get up to between 40 and 60 feet tall. They get heart-shaped leaves that are bigger than my head. They are grown because of their speedy growth. People they were used for railroad ties, and some people grow them because of the Catapa worm, and they use them for fishing. That's a little something that I learned. They're also called the Catapa tree, or the cigar tree, because of the cigar shaped pods that grow on them. The ornamental pods that will eventually grow on them over time after some years. Now I'm just taking what sedum was already grown on it before. I'm going to take some of these clumps and I'm going to just smash them back in randomly. Try to get them to grow back where they were. Here in a minute, I'm going to water this again. I'm not going to put them all back, and I'm not going to put it in any sort of particular pattern or anything. I'm just going to let it grow the way it wants to, because as you saw when I first started this video, how wild and full it was. It's not going to take it long before it's like that once more. And it's absolutely gorgeous. These are probably my favorite type of tree for bonsai. And they're probably one of the least known for bonsai out there. Alright. Here you are. This is Tala, the tree. This is Tala. This is what I call this tree. Let me finish putting a little bit more soil in there. Yeah, there we go. Get it all packed in there nice, comfortable, so she can get back to her growing. She's gonna wake up fully pretty soon. Put on blooms. I just wanted her to be ready. She's my favorite tree, and I wanted her to know that she's cared for. Alright. There we go. There's Tala, and there she is after her root pruning 2023. Thank you for joining me. It's been a while since I made a video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Be ready for more, because I plan on making more and don't plan on being so absent like I have been. So, bonsai on, everyone. Let's keep the journey going. All right, peace out.